What's up, y'all? I just smashed through that logo to bring you the comedy stylings of Rutt, because that's the kind of chaos you can expect from his comedy. He's here to make you laugh, question your life choices, and he will probably make some questionable ones himself.
I felt a poke.
If you're ready for some seriously unserious content, smash that like button, share this with someone who needs more laughter in their life, and hit subscribe with the bell to stay on top of new content. Because trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.
All right, thank you for coming to the Hula Bar. Tonight is our comedy night. Thanks for coming in. I know you people just walked in and like, what did we get ourselves into? All right, so tonight's comedy night, we're going to try change it up a little bit. Just want to let you know that here at the Hula Bar, we have something going on almost every night, okay? We have wing night, we have on Sundays, we have our games, where we have food and drink specials. Please come down and join us for that. On Wednesday nights, we have line dancing with full instruction all night long. And on Tuesdays is our open mic night. So if you are a musician or you have some talent there, you can sing, play an instrument, bring it on down, join the band, and have some fun. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring to the stage, I'm going to bring Rutt. And he's going to come up and talk to us. I'm going to ask him just a couple questions. So, Rutt.
Yeah.
So, what do you got going on? What do you do?
I'm glad you asked that question, John.
All right.
All right. Rutt, I'm retired from the Army. I also what I do is also I help a lady in care. I just enjoy my retirement. I've been working to get it since 1983. So I'm also a retired Teamster. I'm trying to, let's see, I'm trying to get Uncle Sam to give me more because I'm going deaf in my left ear. What'd you say, John?
What'd
you say?
What'd you say?
What? Say it again? What'd you say about my mama? No. But other than that, man, I'm here with me and my son, and I finally, my thing is I came home to get close with my son. After being 15 years, I did some time in prison. Like most of us, I was a gang member too. I can't say was because I always will be. I changed that part of my life to become a retired forklift operator, sheet metal fabulous, horticulturalist. That's right, not just for weed.
I don't believe that.
And I'm waiting for to get this 100%. I'm going to get my first house as soon as possible because my son and them needs a bigger house also.
And later on, if you want to know, he'll tell you why they call it the pokey.
The pokey. Oh yeah, something to do.
So, Rutt, do you have anything? I know you've been coming here for the past few weeks. Do you have anything, any social media or anything you want to talk about? Make mention of?
Yeah. Hey guys. This is my first time doing it. If you could join us either on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube on Rutt Comedy, Kevin Rutherford. It would just to help out. It would help out the Hula Bar because I'm being sponsored by them, free of charge, of course. We could really use you guys to help boost us up. This is not just my dream. This is so everyone can come out, have a good time. You know, let your hair down, so to speak. As you can see, I can only let down part of it.
Too much.
Hey, I thought it was show and tell.
Hey, let's not go there.
Show off. But other than that, man, Rutt did some time. Let's see, my interviews are just who I am. If you come up to me and ask me in person, I'm always approachable. I always got this smile.
Hey, tell us about that guy you shot.
What guy I shot? Oh, no, I can't say that, son, because he was in here.
Not in here.
Oh, my bad.
All right. Well, hey, Rutt. I'll tell you what. What we're going to do is anybody who wants to take the mic, anybody who has a joke.
Yeah.
When Rutt gets done, we're going to probably take a little break, and then I'm going to bring somebody else up. You got a joke, you got something funny to say, come on up. We'd love to have you. You don't have to stay up here for a long time. You just tell a joke, okay? So, Rutt, I'm going to give you the stage. Take a few minutes. Give us a little bit of your routine, and thanks for coming. Thanks for coming, everybody.
All right, now let's get the real Rutt up. You know what? I'm angry. All right, I'm mad. I'm livid. I'm upset. I'm unreproachable. You know, because the one thing that makes me mad, the one thing that really makes me mad,
What's that?
I'm not political. All right?
Oh.
But I'm going to say this. For everyone that voted for Trump, do me a favor. Shut the fuck up. Enjoy the ride like the rest of us. You know, you voted for him. The man came right out front, told you what he was going to do. Because you voted for him, you thought you would exempt. No, you found that out. I have nothing bad to say about anybody, just the Trump supporter that keeps bitching about how he got in office. You voted for him, quiet time. Enjoy the ride, because I am, you know. And it's like, I'm going to go through my high school. I was bullied. Anyone here was bullied? Anybody?
Yeah, we got a few.
I was bullied. I was about 2-3 people lighter, and I was bullied going through high school. So when I got about 8th grade, I got tired of it. So sure enough, this one guy, I don't know if he was, you know, but to each his own. Right after swim class, you come right out of swim class, we're taking off and getting out our swim trunks, get ready to go inside the pool. Get ready to go inside the shower, and I happened to just taking a little lookie over at me. He made me think I was David Copperfield because he was in the trash looking at my dick. What were you looking at it for? It just came out the pool. It's ashy. It's still maybe not as long as it used to be, but god dang, homie, we're in a man's locker room.
Trinkets.
Now, when I was growing, this is back in the 80s where they had to hide in the closet. We ain't ready for that shit nowadays when I was growing up. I don't care. I'm sorry, Rutt ain't never correct. I can't apologize for the way I feel he was looking at my member. Okay? So I look over at the guy. I go, man, what are you doing? Take a picture. So I turned it to him. You know, this is a pretty good package for a little skinny guy. You know, it's still a good package for a fat guy, too, you know? That's the only thing probably black on me. The rest of me, I'm like, they call me two-tone. You know? What the hell, man? Come on. So he's looking. So if I said, bro, you gotta quit that, man. You just sit here Peter gazing. And you always get that one person in his ear talking about, man, I wouldn't let him say he just called you a faggot. No, I didn't. I said, he's looking at my dinghy. Why? Because, you know, when I'll tell you, we'll get to that. He really didn't have much. And it was probably hard, you know, but, and he kept looking. So I said, look, stop looking at me. And he said, no, you shut up, you little bitch. Oh, okay. Now here's the difference between black and white. White girls, I hear you all the time and I love it. You'll be like, hey bitch, how you doing? Good morning. She be, all right, bitch, how'd you do last night? A black woman, you say bitch and their weave will come off. Bitch, what are you talking about, bitch? You know? Shit, I called a black woman a bitch one time. I had to hit her with a brick. She fought real good. She was trying to whoop my ass in front of the fellas. I said, man, my man thing came up there, hit her with something. She was a house of fire. But let's get back to the story. So we're butt naked. And he called me a bitch. I said, I'm not one looking at me like a fist fucking faggot. So he looked at me, and then I see his boy in his ear. I said, so either we're gonna fight, I'm just getting in the shower about my business. I did the wrong thing. I took my eye off him. He sucker punched me.
That's who's a punk, huh?
Well, we got to fighting butt naked inside the locker room. We was wrestling and tussling. I get on top. I hit him. He falls out into the hallway. I'm mad. I'm out there. We're butt naked in the hallway, just beating each other up. The school bell rings. I'm still beating him up. Right? All the girls and everybody's coming out of the classrooms, and they're like, oh, ha! And they're laughing, and they're like, kick his ass, right, kick his ass. And all of a sudden, Mr. Beetle, who had the shorts, you know, the old gym teacher had the gym teacher shorts, almost the balls is showing right here. He picks us both up. So you two realize what you're doing? I said, I'm whooping his ass. He said, no, take a look. And the girls was looking and they're laughing, but they're looking at me, smiling, they're laughing at him. And I heard one little girl say, ha ha ha. It looks like a dick only smaller. That's a little fella, right? So now it finally hit. Oh shit, I'm bucket naked out here. So we run back in. We end up getting 3 days for fighting nude, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, that is a true story. I felt good because at least I was bigger than he was, you know. And then I'm just gonna keep going on with my life. I left high school, went to the service. Tired of being bullied. By the 9th grade, I was fighting everybody and trying to fuck everything that flied if they want to skip class. I used to carry a sign that says, "Have Dick will travel," you know? So we get in the service. When we first get in the service, I'm first off the block. We pull up in that little blue and white gray goose bus they got, and this little buck private runs on the bus. "Everybody, get the hell off my bus! Get off right now! Get off, get off, get off!" And I see all these guys running, and the one guy I went in with on the buddy system named Jordan Moore, he's sitting there with me. He was supposed to be the tough guy in Wilkinsburg. He was ready to get up and said, "Man, you don't sit your ass down." Right? And I snatch him and I sit him back down, and the little buck private gets up in my face, says, "Didn't I tell you to get off my bus?" And I said, "Didn't I tell you that? Do you kiss your wife with that mouth? Because it smells like you ate sewer and ass from a skunk," right? And he goes, "Oh, you one of them off the block people," and he starts spitting. I said, "Well, excuse me, Mr. Simon Legree, but you didn't ask me nicely to get off the bus." He goes, "I don't have to ask your bitch ass nicely." Once again, the bitch word. Okay. I said, "Did somebody screw your wife? Because if it was, is this her?" Right? So he goes, "Oh, I'll be back." And he went and got 2 big ass MPs with him. I said, "Joy, look like we about to buck, bro." Shit, when Joy seen them MPs, he left me. God damn. So I'm sitting there, and MP said, "Did you hear this buck private tell you what to do?" I said, "I hear you telling me what to do." He said, "Well, when I pulled up, did you see those red lights?" I said, "Yeah." "Why the fuck you get up?" I said, "Because I didn't want to see you." So he goes, so now he goes, "Oh, so you just a tough guy." So I stand up and I push the one.
Slow it down.
So I stand up and I push the one. But by the time I pushed the one, the fight out of me, it just went because the other one pulled out his .45. That's all they had in the military. Oh. And by the time he got out up there, I felt like the hood. I was on my knees with my hands back behind me, looking like I'm about to pray in the reverse form. So they took me to stockade for that one. I got one more story. We was in bivouac, and we had this cowardly private.
What was bivouac?
Bivouac is where you low crawl and they actually shoot live rounds. It's a war game. We were the blue. They had orange, yellow, and red.
Military game.
Military game. We was in it.
Live rounds.
Your live rounds going about this high over your head. You have to roll low crawl.
I don't do that no more.
Oh yeah, they better. They need to. But so it's about this far over your head. You're low crawling. About 12 foot over your head, I would say. About 3 feet. Who cares? You're low crawling. You're supposed to be low crawling. So we low crawl after I kill a couple soldiers because they told me my anger was great in there. So I was livid when I got the gun. I got happy. It was like my woman. I'm rubbing it and shining it up. And you better call it a weapon because I stood all day in the service. This is my weapon. This is my gun. This is for shooting. This is for fun in front of the whole battalion. So I'm marching. This is my weapon. This is my gun. And then, women are in there too. So they got the whole battalion out there watching you do this, and you're rubbing a hole in your boot because you got a half step the whole time. Oh yeah. So anyway, to get back to the story, we finally make it to this foxhole. Well, the stupid buck sergeant, he just got a sergeant sent us to the wrong area to where we was going to get surrounded. Well, this private, I can't say his name because he got drilled out their service. He decides, I'm not going out there. I go, "Private, we have to move." They just came on the radio. The captain said, "We have to move. We're going to be surrounded." Rutt, I can't go out there, man. Bro, this is wartime. What you mean you can't go out there? Man, they're firing live rounds. Wartime, they're not firing blanks, stupid. Right? So he won't move. I said, "All right, bro, I'm going to ask you one more time. We got to move." He says, "No." I shoot him. I get out the foxhole. He still stays in the foxhole, coward. Good. He's in the fetal position. you can see the tracer rounds. It's like if you're low crawling, they're that far above your head, you know, and they're like this far above your head. He's sitting in there trembling like a little girl. I leave him. I finally get to a clearing, and I see about 15 of them. So I take off. I do it really. This is good. I take out 15 of them. Well, I didn't see the other 15 behind me. Those paint pellets hurt. I sort of looked like a muppet when they was hitting me with the paint pellet. Oh my God. So finally they get the whole battalion together, and the inspecting general comes, and they're looking at it, and they looked at this private. Whose fucking buddy was this son of a bitch right here? Sir, it was mine. Rutherford, front and center. So I walk up there. Yes, sir. Why does this sorry son of a bitch have a blue dot on him? You're a blue dot. Why does he have a blue dot? I said, well, sir, to tell you the truth, when we was told to move, that person you just called a son of a bitch is actually a son of a girl. He would not move. He would not, he just sit there and he shivered, and if I had ice in a drink, he'd have shook it for me. And the CO looks at me and he goes, God damn it, Rutherford, where were you at doorknob, boy? Because I guarantee you what, we'd have had three things going. We'd have walked on that beach, walked off that beach, and wouldn't have some honeys to fuck all night. I was like, God damn. And I was like, wow. And they gave me a letter of achievement for that. They gave me for shooting him because he actually got drummed out the service for being a coward, bad conduct. He might as well been a deserter, you know. I just got one more story to share for y'all, and then I'm do what I do. How many of you guys today came with your woman? Wow, just one? Sir, how many years have you been with her?
Just a few months.
Just a few months? And you're still with her? No, anyway. Boy, you must take that Geritol with iron. Well, Rutt asked that question because Rutt is single. He ain't really looking, he's getting his life together. He's just like he said, he's going to be traveling. But I'm looking for a woman who won't mind when I come home. When she comes home, I'm already tired. I don't have to do all that anymore. That I'll have your dinner cooked. I'll have your bath water running. Your house will be clean. And if you want some loving, I just have to tell you, ladies, if you want loving, I'm only an hour long, but I'm all night long. All right. All right. So we have ice cubes will travel. You know what I'm saying? I love, you know, this is one of my bucket lists, is try and be funny to you guys. I got other stories I could share. Like, I think it's all right if a man invents interchangeable underwear. They do. Just make sure you put the charcoal on the one side that you consider dirty so it stays clean. And if you're ever in a rush, because mom always said if you get in an accident, they go, well, at least he had on clean drawers. He had on those new brand. As soon as a man comes out with that, that'll be all right with me too. And this will make the ladies mad. They say that in the year 2038, they're coming out with a pill that'll get the ladies to be quiet. Know why? They're coming out with a pill to get the ladies to be quiet because what it does is it makes them hallucinate that every guy they see has money. Hey, you guys have a good day.
All right, thanks, Troy. Appreciate it. That was a good set. You can put it right there in the... All right, thanks very much. I thought that pill was called arsenic and they gave it to the guys.
No.
Okay.
No, that's illegal.
Okay, so listen, I'm going to share a little story with everybody right now. This just happened to me this week. All right.
Yeah.
So what happened is my wife and I were ballroom dancers, and we take dance lessons right over at this little studio right up here on Allegheny River. Oh, thank you very much. And so we take lessons up at the studio up there. Well, my wife also teaches a Pilates class. I'm not plugging it, but if anybody's interested, talk to me later. I'll tell you about the classes. But so we had class, Pilates class, and then we had a little time before our lesson. So we went over. There's a fine little Italian store over there now. It's Garbino's or something, and it has really nice pre-made Italian food, delicious food, real nice olive oils, all sorts of stuff. So we went in, we talked to the owners, we checked it out, we bought a few things. Everything was great. Okay, we go back, we have our dance lesson. The rest of the day goes on, we go do a whole bunch of different things. So Monday morning I get to work. Now this is where I gotta pull out my phone because it's best just to have the actual words that what happened. So I get to work on Monday, and I said, I sent her a little message, you know, hey honey, made it to work, love you, have a good day, and so that was it. And I'm waiting, and a little bit later on, I get, let me get to the message. There we go. Okay, so I get a message back from her. Did you order from the Twisted French Maids? There's a $74 charge. I'm like, what? No, what's that? So, of course, she sends me a screenshot of our bank accounts. Now, in our bank account, it does say French MA and my card number. And I'm like, what the hell? And then she goes, I know you said something about it when you were scrolling on the phone. So I had to think about it a little bit. And I do remember I was on Facebook, and there was a thing for French maids, come clean your house for Christmas time, and I was joking around, and literally that whole conversation about the French maids was this fast. Hey honey, look, on Facebook they got French maids. Do you want me to get you a couple to come clean the house? That was the conversation. Okay? But now, I'm having a torrid love affair with all sorts of French maids, okay? So,
They heard about you.
I said, that was Saturday? And she goes, yeah, that was Saturday, the 29th. Now I could kind of tell, even though it was a text, you just kind of know that feeling when it's starting to get a little tense. And I'm thinking, oh, you know, she's thinking like, I'm looking up these French maids, I'm, you know, got a jar of Vaseline, you know, having a good time, doing whatever. And I'm like, oh no, okay. And I said, I don't. We just looked at that real quick. And she goes, well, either way, did you check out the website or something? Because they charge us $74, and it was on your card. I said, no, I'm looking right now. I said, I would have remembered spending $74. She goes, you definitely mentioned it on Saturday. And I remember, so don't bullshit me. Now, as soon as I heard that, now, if you ever met my wife, that's not her. I knew that if I didn't clear this up quickly, that night was going to be a Lorena Bobbitt night. Okay? So I said, darling, I'm not bullshitting you. I'm trying to figure this out. So I start thinking about what we did on Saturday. I know we went to that Italian place. I started remembering that. I'm like, wait, they said they have a restaurant. So I started looking up all sorts of stuff, and finally I found their restaurant. And their restaurant's name is The Twisted Frenchman. And I'm like, okay, so I screenshot that son of a bitch. I sent it to her, right? I said, that's gotta be it. I said, so listen, we still have the bags. They're in the kitchen, by the garbage can. I want you to go in the bags. I want you to find a receipt. I want you to make sure it's the same amount. So I'm waiting, right? Not hearing anything. Time goes on. Now I'm thinking, oh my God, the receipt didn't match. Everything's wrong. Oh my God, she can't find the receipt. I'm so screwed here now. I'm trying to think, how am I going to get in the house, get a bag, and get the hell out of here before she kicks my ass, right? Because she's not believing me. I know she's not believing me. So I probably waited about a half hour, 45 minutes. Then all of a sudden I get a text back that says, okay, it's the same amount on the receipt, but it says Garbino's. Just odd, because I remember you mentioning Twisted Maids. If the Twisted Maids could help me clean up this place, I may be okay with that help. LOL. I knew I was off the hook. So, that's my funny story for the week. All right, so I'm going to put on a little music. I'm going to come around. We're going to find out who else wants to come up here, who has a joke. And then,
I'm thinking about it.
what you got? Okay. All right, so we're going to.
I'm next. But
Okay, we're going to take just a few seconds, all right?
and we'll be back.
Yes, we will.
And 2 minutes of fame, baby. 2 minutes. Go ahead, you said me right now? No. Just give me your phone. I'm listening to it.
Right, okay. So just give us a little breather there. So next person I'm going to bring up is I'm going to bring up Kevin. Okay, I'm going to bring up little Kevin. He's going to come up. He's going to give us a little comedy styling here. Now I do want to say something while he's on his way up here. So my story that I told you, there's one little added thing. I discovered AI recently, and I discovered that you can put yourself into pictures, or you can put people into your pictures. So last night, my wife, she went out to this dance that I didn't go to, okay? I decided to stay home, clean the house, wear the maid outfit, and so I'm cleaning the house and taking my time, got in the hot tub, took a nice relaxing evening with the dogs, right? Wife says, oh, I'm gonna be home at 10 o'clock. Well, now it's 10:30. She's still not home. I'm texting her, I'm like, hey honey, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine, we're just cleaning up here, I'm just getting ready to leave now. Okay. So about 9:45. I still haven't received the call or the text message that says, hey, I'm on my way home. So I got on AI and I sent her a picture. I was laying in bed and I took a picture and I said to AI, put a French maid in bed next to me. And so they put the maid next to me in bed and I sent it to her and I said, hey, honey, take your time, the maid just showed up. To which I got a phone call really quick. Okay, so this is Kevin. Okay, let me give you some volume there. All right, you got some volume there?
Test.
Okay, so Kevin, hold on, before you go too far, let's find out a little bit about Kevin here. What does little Kevin do?
Well, I am a postal safety clerk.
Postal safety clerk. Very good. And how satisfying is that job?
It used to be great.
Yeah, it used to be great. Yes.
It used to be great.
I understand the feeling. Yeah, you want to put that mic up a little bit.
Go back. All right. So yeah, I'm very proud to work for the Postal Service. I've been there about almost a decade and a half. And I love to do it. You want me to go back? Take way back. All right. So I can see your head. It's a great job for an introvert like myself. Like I said, I'm a nerd, and I got lucky and I was playing the video game. About 15 years ago, ended up marrying the love of my life. Found her on a game called Combat Arms, where we used to shoot each other up. And now, disclaimer is that I really love my wife. We've been married for 7 years. I hope that continues. And, you know, very familiar with the doghouse. Hope this doesn't put me back in it. It's very cold outside. I don't know if you guys been outside lately, so yeah, don't want to be in the doghouse no more. We got a 15, we got a 20-year-old and a 5-year-old. They're and you can't really tell them apart. But like I said, we usually go on date night. Every time we get paid, we go on date nights, right? And one thing that we do is, probably like every other couple, since we used to play a shooting game together, we go and shoot paper to have fun. Nothing's more romantic than squeezing off 9mm out of a target that can't move, you know. So that's what we do, and we compete with each other. You know, we gotta keep the spice up. Might as well compete, right? That was a bad decision on my part. I think my wife's built with AI. Because, you know, when she gets up there, first shot hits the white part of the paper, and then I think that's just like the calibration shot. She's just like, all right, well, that was it. bam, right in the center, right in the center, right in the center. It all hits red after that. It rarely strays off. I mean, this woman's so daggone good that everybody at the range stops and they're trying not to look because I am who I am, you know. Hey, that guy's missing teeth. He must have been through something, and that's another story for another time. But they're trying to like, so they're in their lane, right? And they're trying to like get a look, because her groupings are right there, right? Her grouping, there's no bullet that strays after that first shot. So they're trying to look, and they're trying to make it look. I'm looking at the paper. I'm not looking at her. You know, my wife's a little 5'5". You know, she's built, you know, but I'm not looking at her butt. I'm trying to look at the paper, look at the paper.
Look at the paper, baby.
So, it's my turn. And I'm trying to talk myself up. I got it. I'm going isosceles. I got it. I can loosen these shoulders. Oh, why does that neck keep do what I'm telling you, neck. Stop it. The guy said, the range said, I was dancing. He's like, I know it looks weird with the mic in my hand. Shut up. But again, anyway, he said I was dancing with my gun. He said, my wife said he started to move. He moved with her. You know, it was like, oh, come on now, Cat. Come on now. I'm talking to her. Hey, come on, baby. Look, right? See where I'm pointing you? Right down the middle. Come on, we got to take her down tonight, because I don't want to hear it right when we get done. Come on, this is our day. This is our night. We got this. I put it right down the center, put that sight on there, and there's something wrong. Because when I go pow, it goes. Did you see it? when I go pow, it might have hit somebody else's paper. I swear. I'm telling you, I'm doing it, all right? I might need them. I stopped wearing them because it kept making it blurry, but I might need them. So, needless to say, my groupings, maybe here, they're not even groupings no more. They're individuals. They like to do their own thing, you know. And I like to let them be them. So after a while, I just get frustrated. Just send them down there, you know. Just do y'all. I don't care anymore. Do your thing. So, of course, I bring my target up.
Right.
I take it down in shame. And here it goes.
Part of it.
See, that's why your dad stopped coming over to give you the pep talk, because you just can't do it. But how demasculating is that? I'm supposed to be the protector of the house, right? But if somebody break in, I gotta be like, babe, get him. Babe, that's all you. Now,
it's okay. It's called cover fire.
Now, if you're running to the left, your ass is going down. Run to the left. Run to the left, motherfucker. Yeah, come on. Come back in here. Run to the left. I got you. But thank y'all for listening, man. This Kev Cole and Hula Bar. Thank y'all for coming out. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Calvin. I appreciate it. That was very good. All right. Okay. So, let's see. Who we're going to have come up next? Were you going to come up next? Were you going to say anything?
You know what?
Yes.
Yes?
Now's the time.
No?
Now's the time.
1 minute.
You know, 1 minute. 1 minute. Give us a good joke for 1 minute. If you don't, I'm going to have to follow up.
Who's that? My girl right there? Oh, yeah, he's on the mic. It ain't like you with her. Yeah, he's on the mic.
Make it hotter. That's what we call it, make it hotter.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? How everybody doing or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't even give a fuck anyway. So it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying?
No, you cannot.
But
Back it up.
Yeah, back it up.
back it up.
Back it up.
Back it up. Drop it down.
Back in it.
Yo, get some black eyed peas out of it.
Drop it up. Back it up. Alright, you know what I'm saying? That's what black songs sound like in the club. You know what I'm saying? When you're in the club, you're like, back in it. Pop it. Back it. I ain't gonna even lie. Caucasian people, y'all would love that shit too. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You ain't get no booty, you will at the end of the night. Back it up. Drop it up. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get there. I'm just random with it, just making it hot. They call me Teddy Ted, you know what I'm saying? That's my real name, Teddy Bear, you know what I'm saying? AKA Jizzle 6. If you don't know that, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what I'm saying? That's what all that, back it up. Jizzle 6. Jizzle 6. Hey, alright. One day though, you know what I'm saying? I was walking down the street with my mans though, you know. We good, you know. This is back in like 93, 94. I'm like, yeah. What's going on with you today? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go kick it with, you know what I'm saying, my girl or whatever, you know? I'm like, ain't nothing. You wanna come with me? Cool. So we go over there, you know what I'm saying? We go kick it. We having a good time or whatever, and nonchalant. Turn around, you know what I'm saying? They sitting there kicking it, they start arguing, and then, you know what I'm saying, like, the physical things came in there, you know what I'm saying, and then things start getting ripped up, and then, you know what I'm saying, when it get ripped up, like, you know, like, white beaters and stuff like that start getting ripped up, and when I seen a man chest, and then another white beater getting ripped off, and then I seen another man chest and shit, you know what I'm saying, I said, oh. You back it up. Drop it up. If y'all understand what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, they both was fighting with two swords and shit, you know what I'm saying? I said, oh boy, like, you know what I'm saying? My position at that time and shit, you know, I was like, I didn't want to even say, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you that way or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But all these years, you know what I'm saying? You don't even know, but nah, yeah. I was like, yo, like, you that way? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That looked like a woman before y'all start fighting. Now I see, you know what I'm saying? Like little rabbit cats and hood rats and little cats that's in the satin. And that was, I'm talking about weave. You know what I'm saying? Like when weave start getting thrown out, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you start seeing all that. And then you start seeing like the things that look like you and me. You're like, oh boy, like hold up. You've been with her for 5 years, like you've been backing up. You know what I'm saying? Like hold up. Anyway.
That's it.
I got a little joke though, you know what I'm saying? I probably said it last time, but y'all ain't hear it, so I'm gonna say it again. And this is me getting up out of here. It was a bad person, you know what I'm saying? Little dude, little man, you know what I'm saying? He was running around. He said, yeah, you know what I'm saying? He did something to somebody down the street. And he was, you know what I'm saying? This person went to go tell the mom and dad. And the dad and mom asked him, what did you say, you know what I'm saying, to the people? He said, I'm a bad motherfucker from 38th Street. I'll beat your ass from street to street, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Sent him home. Mom, dad, you know what I'm saying, was like, second day, what you say to your principal and I'm a bad motherfucker from 38th Street. I'll beat your ass from street to street, right? Okay. Third time. You get sent home, but they had to go pick him up from the police station or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? They bring him home like, what you do now? He said, yeah, I'm a bad motherfucker from 38th Street. I'll beat your ass from street to street. So, okay, they got tired of him, you know what I'm saying? Kicked him out. Passed away. So, okay, the devil asked him, what you say to your mom, your dad, to the principals and all them, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. He said, yeah. I'm a bad motherfucker from 38th Street. I'll beat your ass from street to street, right? Okay. So the devil told him,
I'm a bad motherfucker from under the ground. I'ma burn your ass from crispy brown. Over.
All right. All right. Thanks very much.
Let's just stand in the middle.
I got it.
In Pittsburgh, I'll pay for it.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm sure it's good.
You know what I'm saying? If it ain't, I'll pay for it.
No, that's okay.
I'll give you a cheap one. You know what I'm saying? I'll get you one. You know what I'm saying? We can go to. He gives you a Fisher Price.
The Fisher Price might.
That's okay. You're good.
You're good. All right. For the Caucasian people in the audience, we will have a translator next week.
Hey, hold on. You gotta get a special one for me. I ain't been black since the 70s.
Well, you're two-tone now.
Hey, yo. I'm working on it. Easy go until you get up there.
All right. So, so I'm going to throw in a little joke I was reminded of and I told earlier. So, here's just a little joke you can tell. Around the water cooler or something like that. Guy walks into a bar, sits down at the bar, he orders a drink, looks up in the corner, and there's this little monkey sitting up there in the corner. And he's looking, what the hell is that monkey doing there? And so he's like, all right, whatever. So he keeps drinking. Gets about 6 drinks in, and he's like, okay, I'm curious, I gotta ask. So he calls the bartender over. Bartender says, hey, what's that monkey for? He goes, oh, that monkey does a trick. He goes, you want to see it? And he says, yeah, I want to see the trick. So he coaxes the monkey down. He comes down off the bar. He smacks that monkey upside the head. The monkey drops to the ground, unzips his pants, and gives the guy a blowjob. The guy sitting behind the bar going, holy crap, look at that. Gets done. Monkey jumps back up on his perch and sits there. Bartender zips up his pants. He goes, pretty good trick, huh? He goes, you want to try it? And the guy behind the bar is like, yeah.
Just don't hit me. Sucks.
Yeah, just don't hit me so hard.
Hold it. Let me think about something. What's up?
Come on up. All right, you want to introduce yourself to everybody here?
Hello everyone, my name is Mohammed Aper. I have just escaped the war in Palestine.
Welcome.
I'm just kidding, I actually don't talk like that. Actually, it's a good question. Can anyone actually guess what race I am? Going once, going twice. What am I?
He's Indian.
Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican one over here. Puerto Rican one. How about you? What do you think I am? Don't know. How about you? What do you think I am?
Some kind of
Indian. All right, we got Indian. That's spicy. I like that. Very spicy. There. How about you, good sir?
How about
Middle Eastern. All right, that's cool. Very, very nice. And how about you? What am I? Middle Eastern. How about you? Not Asian? No, not last I checked. I don't know. I'll have to check my ancestry report on that one. Not Asian. Are you Asian? No? Not a bit? A hint? What are you?
Mexican and Italian.
Oh, wow. Mexican Italian. All right. Nice. Very nice. And how about you? What do you think I am?
I don't know.
No, you can test. Yeah, I won't get offended. I'm not easily offended, I promise. No, please. Just some... It's definitely not fully white.
Half black, half white.
You got it. Half black, half white. I'm as basic as it gets. And if you're half black, half white, then I'm fully Irish.
I was going to say you were American.
Such a basic answer. Oh, I'm an American.
You're American.
I mean, it's pretty obvious. I mean, I'm here. The accent gives it away.
Yeah.
All right. And that's all I got.
All right. Thanks. Okay. Brandon, are you ready? Would you like to come up now? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring Brandon to the stage. An inspiring comedian. He's going to work on some of his material for us. There you go, sir.
Thank you. All right, thank you. Thank you, guys.
Give it up for Brandon, y'all. Give it up for Brandon. Yes,
All right. Yeah, everybody make sure you guys tip your wait staff. Thank you guys for coming out on Friday. It's cold. It's really cold out there. It's cold enough to make a nun curse. It's cold enough to make a nun curse. Somewhere in the rosaries, they're dropping an F-bomb. So, it's cold out there. Yeah. That's what they would say. Cover it up. Yes, thank you. Yeah, man. I'm glad everybody survived the holidays so far. I'm glad everybody else was able to survive Thanksgiving. Glad everybody else was able to do that. Yeah, because if you guys don't know, DiGiorno's has a pizza out there called the Thanksgiving Pizza. It's got cranberry sauce, turkey, and cornbread as the crust. Let me repeat that. DiGiorno's has a Thanksgiving pizza. I'm not saying that that's the last thing you would eat before unaliving yourself, but if you're going to make that pizza, if you're going to preheat the oven to 450, make sure that you don't put your head in afterwards, all right? DiGiorno has a Thanksgiving pizza. Nobody asked for that. I'm pretty sure nobody else asked for that. Like, I hate to see what the pitch meeting was like. They're just sitting there like, hey, Frank, what sort of ideas you got for pizza? Frank's probably disheveled, wants to quit, stole a bunch of office supplies, and it's just like, I don't know. It's November. I have no family. I have no prospects. But I still am hungry because I have to go back to my studio apartment with a box fan and a cat that I'm not sure is mine. Why don't we just put turkey onto a pizza and have cranberry sauce and a cornbread stuffing as the crust? And nobody checked on Frank afterwards? Like, nobody else checked on him? Like, that was like his last day and his greatest creation. Which is wild. Which is wild, man. We got Christmas coming up. Everybody else looking forward to Christmas? Yeah. Christmas. Yeah, thank you. Sounds good, man. I was. Yeah, I was. Like you guys, I was looking forward. I read somewhere, it was in the paper and also online, that the Mall of America, the largest mall in America, in Minnesota, this was the first year that they were going to actually have Black Santa for all the kids. And I was like, okay. I saw myself in the mirror that morning. I was like, you know what? I could go up to Minnesota and get some good work around this time, all right? So, I had my flight booked up, everything else, and the Mall of America, they started some just for advertising. I thought it was cool. They just started something simple. They had something up there called #Black Santa. And I was like, okay, that sounds all right. I thought it was something innocent, something you could get some traction with. Until I read the comments to #Black Santa. Guys, let me tell you, never read the comments to #Black Santa. Don't do it. Don't do it. You will quickly lose all of your holiday cheer. And they had stuff up there like #Black Santa, and the kids won't get their gifts until January 3rd. #Black Santa. So I had to start something afterwards. So I was like, okay, you know what? They want to go there? Okay, I'll take it there. I started up a hashtag called #White Santa. So I put up #White Santa. None of the elves have a living wage. #White Santa. They had stuff up there like #Black Santa. Instead of leaving out milk and cookies, we decided to leave out a whole bunch of pound cake and Hennessy. #Black Santa. Yeah.
Your phone kicks off my punchline, so I like to keep it going. Yeah. So I just thought, like, okay, hashtag White Santa getting shot in broad daylight at a college in Utah. Hashtag White Santa. Yeah. Needless to say, I will not be going to Minnesota for that work. A little bit about me. I'm a working professional. Get off my stage on this. Working professional. I work in the housing industry, mixed income housing. Yeah, I saw a lot of stuff. Like, over the holidays. I'm close with my maintenance staff. All right, and they had to go out. They went out to this one unit. And this one unit happened to have a shed. So it's an apartment, had a nice shed over there just for storage. They started to inspect it because you had a person that moved out. And as soon as they opened it up, they had some, I can't describe her because it's like the stuff that you would read about in horror stories about like the lady in white, something misty, something, a whole bunch of powder on her face. All of a sudden, whenever they opened up the door, this woman jumped out of the shed and took off down a dark alley that we have right next to our property. In front of her. And then she left like a weird type of white powder right behind her. So of course, checking on my maintenance staff, I was like, hey man, you guys okay? You guys freaked out a little bit. They said, no, we're okay.
I did.
So they were okay. I was thankful for them. Pulled one of them closer to me and I was like, hey man, this season, instead of Elf on the Shelf, you got to really look out for that crackhead in the shed. And you see the last one, I work with and service a lot of people that are mixing. So yeah, one person that could be paying $55 a month for rent, and living next to a person that's paying $5,000. They're all intermingling. And at the office that I work at, I had to come in and pay the rent. We happen to have free coffee out there for you. It's Folgers. I tell them everything, it's Folgers. But the person that makes the $5,000 couldn't get enough of it. It just kept coming back, drinking the coffee, drinking the Folgers coffee. And the person that's making $55 also wanted some coffee. She started to get some. And she said something that blew my mind at the time. She said, you know what, Brandon, I like you. And I'm going to tell you something about this coffee that I really like. I may not like crack, but I love this coffee. And I had to look at it and I was like, I didn't think there was a debatable option for crack over coffee. And I was like, I keep on telling her, it's Folgers. It's Folgers. It's something you could buy in the store. You don't have to cook it yourself with base. You don't have to weigh it up with fish scale. You don't have to do anything else like that. You can just pour it and drink it yourself. But just for the fact that it's free, and because she has access to it, she loves it so much that it is not surprisingly the woman that took off down the alley for my previous show. As I'm going to be hosting a show at Cafe Conmigo in Wexford. You'll hear some of those jokes. They'll be worked out, a little bit fleshed out. Thank you guys for your time. Make sure you guys get the wait staff. Everybody have a good night.
Hey, Brandon, thank you very much for coming out. We hope you come back again soon. Come back anytime, work on some material. And do you have is there a website or any place they can go to find out about your shows?
Yes.
They could go to Facebook and on Instagram, Brandon Laughs Last.
Okay, Brandon Laughs Last. Okay, very good. Thank you.
Over now.
Okay, Fran, are you ready? Okay, so we're going to bring Fran up She was a big hit last week. There you go. So, Fran, we'll do the same thing. So, Fran, where are you from and what do you do?
Okay, my name is Fran Propalack, but everybody used to know me as Toucan Fran. Well, since I've been retired, I am now Six-Pack Propalack. I've had practice. I'm getting good at this.
Very good, very good. So, all retired and got nothing to do but be a comedian.
Right. I love making people laugh, and it's a shame that I have to use my friends and my family to make fun of them, and, whoever, like my boyfriend.
Material.
Okay, yeah, I do. I have a lot of material to work with. That's it.
That's what they're there for. Well, go ahead, have at it, Fran. Stage is yours.
Okay. Now, I could do one-liner jokes, like dad jokes, why was a toothbrush not invented in West Virginia? Because it would have been, if it was invented anywhere else, it would have been teeth brush. Okay. So those are one-liners, but then I have jokes like, this guy's going down the road and he sees a cop behind him, a state trooper. In the meantime, he's going faster and faster, and the trooper's following him and following him. He followed him for like 4 miles. He finally pulls him over, and he says, "Do you know why I'm pulling you over?" And he says, I'm going to give you a ticket unless you give me a good excuse why I'm being pulled over, why I'm pulling you over." And he says, "My wife left me for a state trooper. I thought you were trying to bring her back." But anyhow, so I got to tell you this about last Friday when I was here, okay? And I was doing this, telling stories of my life and whatever. And I had a square shirt on, and I was worried about my bra straps showing in front of everybody. So I says to my boyfriend, I says, "Hey, if you see the white come up, let me know and I'll pull my shirt down in the back, because I don't want my strap showing." And he says, "Well, I'm sitting next to you. Ask somebody across from you." So I asked my girlfriend, Lynn. I says, "Hey, Lynn, if you see my bra strap showing, let me know, please, and I'll pull my shirt down." So I'm up here and I'm talking and I'm telling stories, and I look over and both of them are going like this. I thought they were playing with their nipples, and I'm thinking, Lynn, your nipples haven't been that high since you were 16.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah. So anyhow, so I'll go back to home stories, okay, my family stories. So I was married to this guy named Gary for like 48 years, whatever. He passed away a couple years ago. But anyhow, he was one of those people that had a Cadillac. You know how you had the gangster lean, driving a Cadillac and everything, right? Okay. Yeah, he's from Arnold, so that explains him. But anyhow, he loved his Cadillac, right? So he's out riding around, and all of a sudden he remembered that we are members of B&D video store, right? So he decides he's going to go in there and watch Jerry Springer. Why? Because those girls fight and they rip their clothes off. He was going to see some tits. So he parked the Cadillac in front of, or in a bus loading, running. Left it running while he went into B&D Records, and he got this tape. He was so excited, he ran home because we only lived 2 blocks away. So he ran home, he watched the whole thing, and then he goes out to take the video back before I came home, whatever, and he realizes Cadillac's not there. What the hell? He's ready to call the police. Oh my God. Oh shit, he left it running over in the bus lane. Not one person got in and drove away. We're still amazed over that one. But, okay. So here's another little one. My girlfriends were out and I were out eating at a place in Springdale, whatever. And we're wrapping up and getting our bill and everything. And the one girl had ordered some kind of soup, and it comes with crackers. So we're getting ready to leave, and my girlfriend says to another friend, hey, anybody want these crackers? I didn't use them. And my one girlfriend says, yeah, I want them. I want to put them in my car. And the other girl says, why? For if you see a nut roll on the road? Who takes crackers and leaves them in their car? You just never know when you might find that, cheese ball on the road. Wow. Okay, let's see, what else? Okay. So, my husband was sick, and he died of cancer. And he got to the point where, he was suffering and everything, whatever. So my son bought this property, and there was a well on it. Okay. And my girlfriend and I go back and forth teasing about how I'm going to kill Gary, especially once I got drunk. Even my sister says, as soon as you start drinking and you start talking about how you're going to kill him, I'm going to be called on a witness stand, and they're going to say, did she ever talk about killing her husband? And I'm going to have to say, every time she got drunk, But, so anyhow, we were teasing, Karen and I were teasing back and forth about Gary, whatever. And my son buys his property, and there's a well on there. And so I was telling Karen, we found a well on Jimmy's property. And she says, where's Gary? And I says, oh, he went for cheese to get me cheese. And she goes, is that what we're telling people? But he's down in the well. But we're telling, garlic. I said garlic. He went for garlic. She goes, okay, that's our code. We're going to just tell everybody he went for garlic and never came home. Yeah, meaning that I would have pushed him down the well.
Good thing you didn't have a colleague.
Yeah. Okay. Have you ever played Hum a Song? I don't know. We play it in the car all the time. My kids and I, or my grandkids, whatever. We hum a song, and then you have to guess what it is. So this one day, there was 4 women in a car. We went on a bowling outing, whatever you want to call it. And we're going. I says, okay, let's play Hum a Song. So my one cousin says, you start it. And I says, well, I'll make it easy, okay? And all 3 of them says, happy birthday. And I says, okay, you ready for this next one? See if any of you can get it. Just get that? Nah, I'll try it again. It's Sweet Emotion. Nobody gets it. Nobody. Did you? Okay, most people can't get it.
I thought your vibrator was stuck.
That was a good one. Okay, I gotta tell you, talk about family now too. My mom was really, really good with directions. And this is before we had MapQuest or anything like this. So I'm talking in the 60s and 70s. She was awesome. So I'm up at this field party with my boyfriend at the time. We're drinking, whatever. I was allowed to borrow the car, but I had to bring it home by 7 o'clock. I'm like 16, 17 years old. Okay, so we're at this field party and drinking. And back then, there was no cell phones. So I had to get in a car and drive clear up to the top of the hill to find a payphone to call my parents. But what happened before that was my girlfriend was talking about this place called Wilmerdink. Now, we're drunk. And we're going, who would name a town Wilmerdink? My Little Ding-a-ling, all that sound, all them, the music is going through your head, My Little Ding-a-ling. But anyhow, so we're like laughing because we're drunk. And now I got to get in a car and drive up to tell my mom I'm not going to be home at 7 because we're having a good time. So I drive up and I tell my mom, we're lost. I'm not going to make it home by 7. She goes, where are you? I go, Wilwarding. she says, where are you calling me from? I says, a gas station. She goes, which one? I says, a Boron. She goes, oh, you're on Route 30. I know exactly where you are. Just go down and get on the turnpike. You'll be here by 7:30. It was like, fuck, I forgot. She's really good with directions. You can't lie to her. Yeah. So you just want me to go on, or
You got one more? Give me some more.
yeah, I can.
4. 6 pack. 6 pack.
All right, I heard some poems tonight that impressed me. Okay. There was a couple. So anyhow, remember in the old days you had an answering machine? Okay, well, we had an answering machine, and I would try to be funny on it, and I would change the message all the time. We would have people call just to hear my message. My family got so pissed at me. So one of them was, you have reached the crippled legs, doo-dah, doo-dah. One of us will call you back, oh, doo-dah day. I mean, people would call just, oh, you answered. Okay, I'm going to call you back. Don't answer.
Stop picking up the phone.
Yeah, it was cute. Okay. This is a complicated one. I have a friend called Lisa Cordis. Okay? That's her name. So anyhow, I had gone to the gynecologist, and I was telling the gynecologist that I get this headache after during sex, because I've been married to the man a long time. I gotta really concentrate. You don't understand. My head goes woo woo woo, and she sends me for an MRI, and I find I have an aneurysm. Okay, so they do an operation and they throw these coils in it, whatever. But so we go to see the doctor, and he's examining my MRI of my head, and he says, you have an aneurysm. How did you know you had an aneurysm? And I says, well, I felt my head go thud, thud, thud. I was trying to be smart and says, when we're having coitus. My husband says, you had sex with Lisa Cordis. The doctor and the nurses were laughing so hard they had to leave the room. They could not even, talk to us. They're giggling. And the doctor's trying to explain to Gary. She said, coitus. And he's going, you really did. But it was funny. So I am good, and I hope you enjoyed, had a few laughs, and it was nice to see you all. I'm glad you all came out. Tip the waitress.
Oh, Fran, thank you. Thank you so much, Fran. Always a pleasure to have you up on stage. Can't wait for you to come back and tell us a few more. All right. So I will tell you that Fran did remind me of a kind of a funny story I have from back in my youth. So probably sometime around my freshman, sophomore year, me and my buddies, we started going camping all the time. And so we'd go out, we're rough, tough kind of guys, so we're going to go and we're sleep on the side of the creek. We're going to build a fire, everything like that. So my buddy, he starts asking me, he goes, hey, I wonder what time it is. And I said, oh, I can tell you. And so I look up in the sky, I'm like, it's 10:30. Now this is before cell phones or anything like that, right? And so he's like, really? So he starts looking. He finds a watch in his backpack, and he goes, holy shit, it's 10:30. He goes, can you do that all the time? I said, yeah, pretty much. So he waits a couple hours, and he goes, what time is it now? And I'm like, oh, it's about 1 o'clock. He's like, holy crap, it is 1 o'clock. How do you do that? I said, it's just all reading the stars. I said, I come from a long line of frontiersmen, you know, just making up bullshit. You know, I'm a kid, right? So this goes on, that camping trip. Goes on the second camping trip we went to. The third camping trip we're at, we're sitting there, and he goes, "Hey, do that trick and tell us what time it is." He goes, "What time is it?" And I looked at him and I went, "It's 11 o'clock. And he goes, "Have you been doing that the whole time?" I said, "Yeah." All right, thanks, guys. Hey, listen, I'll tell you what. Still comedy night going on. Somebody got a joke they want to come up and tell. You want a few minutes up here on the stage? Come on up here. All right, I'm going to put on a song, give you time to think about it, drink down a little liquid courage, and I'll be right back. On Tuesday, we have an open mic night here for musicians. So if you have an instrument or you have a good singing voice or something, you want to come down and join that, please come down and join the band. On Wednesdays, we have line dancing. Okay, we do line dancing here. It's not just one song, it's multiple songs, multiple dances. It's a really good time. You learn a lot in one night. On Thursdays, we have wing night and drink specials. So please come down for that. And like I said, comedy night every Friday night. Now, I will let you know a little bit about this. We do have letters to Santa. Okay? So anytime you want, it doesn't have to be on Fridays. It can be anytime you're in the area. Write a letter to Santa. It can be an adult letter to Santa. The weirder, the dirtier, the funnier, the better. And throw it on in there. And on Fridays, when I start getting letters in here, I'm going to pull them out and I'm going to read them. Okay? And we'll read the letters. And the best letter, we'll probably give a little prize to. Okay? So, do we have anybody that wants to come up and tell a joke? You guys ready yet? You ready yet? You ready yet?
He's got one. He's got one joke and he won't tell it.
Oh. Show them how it's done.
It's a dirty nut joke.
Oh, a dirty nut joke is perfect.
I'm trying. He won't tell it.
All right. I'll put on another couple songs and then I'll open up the mic one more time and then we'll call it an evening. So I do want to say thank you everybody for coming. Please remember to tip your bartender and waitress. I think she, oh, no. So come on down and enjoy every night down here at the Hula.
Bitch got famous, big brain, but the bitch will brainless. She ain't that cute, but stainless. To the head like bitch, come up off that. New watch, that's me, come up off that. AP, look at me, bitch, you lost that. Yeah. Put it in the air, bitch, I'm everywhere. Off white, 9, 7 years, that's my favorite year. Bitch, you can't compare, just to make a fair. Diamonds in my ear, only God who ever fear. I ain't never scared, Nigga, come for me, I'll leave this whole block clear. We be airing shit like the Carabiner. Earrings in my ear like a chandelier. I be running shit like a buccaneer. Play with your little bitch like a puppeteer. Knocking at my door, who the fuck is there? All G's in my circle, you a fucking square. Uncle Kev, yeah. Smoking on the